Are you looking at moving to Toronto and you want to know what the top 5 neighborhoods are? Well, in this video I'm going to cover off what those are as ranked by TorontoLife.com, and we're getting into it right after this. But if you stick around to the very end, I'm going to give you 2 bonus neighborhoods that, are areas that I absolutely love coming to, driving through, and just checking out the houses. And we're getting into it right after this. Hey, what's going on? It's Brad Gates with Right at Home Realty, and I'm a local realtor here in the Greater Toronto area. If this is your first time to my channel, be sure to subscribe to it and click that little bell. That way you're notified each and every time I do post new videos. These videos are all going to be about what it's like to eat, sleep, play, live, everything right here in the Greater Toronto area. If you've subscribed before, do not try and subscribe again or it will unsubscribe you from the channel. In this video, I'm going to be covering off the top 5 neighborhoods living in Toronto, and it's TorontoLife.com that ranked them over 10 different categories. I'll get into the details of those. I have people reaching out from all over the world who are looking to either move to the Greater Toronto area, or people that are here looking to move out of the Greater Toronto area, and I absolutely love it. So if you are looking at relocating or moving out from here, you can call, text, email, send the carrier pigeon, whatever is easiest for you, and I'm here to make your move and relocation go so much easier, and we're getting into it right now. So just before we jump into the actual different neighborhoods and we go over the top 5, I just wanted to touch on how they are being ranked by TorontoLife.com. So as I'm talking about the neighborhoods, you're going to see a ranking system in terms of how they came up with these top neighborhoods. Coming in at number 5 is Lawrence Park North. So this is an area, it's located within C4, and the main intersection or area is kind of Yonge Street in between Lawrence Park and just a little bit south of Brook Avenue. The bad news is you are a little bit of a trek from downtown and you do need a car. So if you are looking for anything more than just groceries, it's not very commutable, but it's not commutable. It's just you need a car to make it easier to get around. Some of the good points about it is you're in the area of first-class schools, which would be like Bedford Park and Blessed Sacrament. These are areas where the schools are really good. They have parks, and the neighborhoods are they have a ton of character in them. The average household income here is around $200,000. So 37% of the homes here have household income of $200,000. That's great, and you can tell in here in the background that there's a ton of construction going on here, and the homes that are here are, they're being very well taken care of, and they're just renovating them. Some of them have been torn down and then they built much more modern and larger type homes. So let's jump into the car and we can go drive the street so you can see what the houses actually look like. So I'm at our 4th top location here in Toronto, and it's called Danforth. So it's a pretty famous section, mainly because of Taste of the Danforth, which is an amazing food festival that happens here. It's located between Danforth and just north of Milverton Boulevard. And then if you're going to go east-west from Woodbine down to Pape, it's really famous for Taste of the Danforth, like I had mentioned. It's a very affordable section of Toronto compared to other areas, and it's very close proximity to 5 subway stations, which is great for commuting. It's the 5 that it's close to is Pape, Dunlands, Greenwood, Coxwell, and then Woodbine. It's definitely an area to check out, so let's go hit the streets and you can kind of see what the houses look like, and then you can also see what Danforth looks like as well. And just by driving through and visiting the streets, you can see there's a lot of families, young kids, and it's just a good happening type area where you can survive without a car. So our third location is called Mount Pleasant East. So this is an area that is located in between Moore Avenue and Glenwood Road. And then if you're gonna go east-west, it's Mount Pleasant Road and Bayview Avenue. As you can see from kind of the noise and what's behind me, is it's an area just like the rest of Toronto where there's a ton of homes that are being pretty much rebuilt in areas where, you know, they had older homes on it. It's a bit of a mess right now. It's due to the LRT that's being constructed, but come 2021, it's going to be a huge draw to this area because it's just going to make it a little bit more convenient for people to get around. Big positives is there's a ton of affluent young professionals that live in this neighborhood, and it's mainly due to the incredibly low crime rate and the fact that there are decent schools in the area as well. It has great health facilities, and then the residents are also very active. And one knock, I guess, that you could put on top of the LRT construction, which is really slowing things down a little bit in the area, is the fact that there's a lack of green space. So there's not a ton of areas for you know, parks and stuff like that. But being in Toronto and with the TTC and everything like that, it's not far to find green space, but it's just nothing in the immediate area. Let's hit the streets and you can kind of see what the neighborhood looks like. Our second spot is called North Riverdale. So this is an area that's located from Gerrard north to Danforth, and then from the Don River east to Pape Avenue. It's an area where it's fewer homes that they're more expensive because they have like a different type of view of Toronto with lots of green space, open field, soccer tracks, tennis courts. There's a swimming pool. It's great because you have amazing restaurants which are along the Danforth. But then you also have shopping deals galore, which is along Gerrard. It has and great schools as well. So if you have children, the schools here are ranked high. Most of the area's semis and detaches, they have been maintained very nicely. So you can kind of see just the streets. It has like the high trees behind. So let's go hit the streets and then we can see more of this neighborhood. Number one spot is Runnymede-Bloor West Village, and this is located in W2, and it's you know, the geographical area of between Bloor Street West, up north to just north of the Dundas where the train tracks are. And then when you're looking east-west, it goes from Gooch Avenue to about Runnymede. And I guess the main characteristic of this neighborhood, which adds to its history, is in the 1970s with the business owners that were in the little strip plazas that are running along Bloor Street. They they were feeling like they needed to compete with some of the suburban shopping malls. So what they did is they band together and they planted flowers, strung lights, and created Canada's first business improvement area. And 50 years later, it's come in to be one of Toronto's top neighborhoods. It's an area that has highly ranked schools, and it's really close to High Park, which is just an amazing place to just go at the streets, and you can kind of see what the houses look like and the streets are like, and you can see there's tons of people out walking around and just enjoying the neighborhood in the day. So the two bonus neighborhoods that I kind of wanted to cover off, because these are neighborhoods that I really like, and it's something that I can remember going as a young kid and my parents driving through the neighborhoods just to show the character and the different types of houses. And it was typically on a Saturday or a Sunday, so it was just a kind of an enjoyable memory that I remembered. And so the first one is Rosedale. So this is an area which is north up until the CPR railways. It goes south from Aylmer and then also Rosedale Valley Road. It wasn't a straight line. It goes west to Yonge Street, and then it also goes east to Bayview. It is known for where the city's old money lives. So if you were around in Toronto when you were wealthy, 100 years ago, this was an area that a lot of those wealthy people lived at. And then to this day, I know like the Eaton's family, they lived in Rosedale, and it was always just an area of, if you were born in long lines of money, this is an area that your family probably grew up in. It's one of the oldest neighborhoods, and it has lots of greenery. It was actually named Rosedale after roses because one of the earlier owners of one of the estates in that neighborhood planted a ton of roses. So that's kind of where it got his little name, a little fun fact. And it's a lot of older homes that are very well taken care of. It's somewhere where if you are coming through Toronto on a weekend or a weekday, definitely take a drive through Rosedale, and you can kind of see what I'm talking about in terms of these different neighborhoods. Our second bonus neighborhood is Bridle Path. So this is an area that the mega rich actually own properties in. You'll see listings of $32 million estates. Famous Canadian rapper Drake, he kind of bought a house there and then rebuilt a 21,000 Versace style mansion that's there. It has like extra high fences, and it has security right at the gate. So it's definitely, if you're driving through there, you'll probably be able to spot his house, and it's definitely something to look at. It's an area, pretty much it goes north to the Bridle Path, and then Sunnybrook Health Science Center, and then it goes west to Bayview Avenue, and then east to about the Wilkett Creek. It's often referred to as the Millionaire's Row. The average household income in this neighborhood, so this is like insane, is $936,000 per year. So that's almost $1 million of an average household income per year. If you are driving through Bridle Path,
you can stop by Drake's place and just say, you know, Brad, he sent you, and he'll be happy to let you in. No, I'm joking. I don't know Drake, so don't do that. It was just a joke. And yeah, so these are just kind of the neighborhoods that were the bonus picks for me. So if you are, you know, from out of Canada or out of the GTA and you're looking for somewhere that, you know, a little bit more of a luxury style living, Bridle Path or Rosedale are definitely two areas to consider. And then on future videos, I might cover off the third one, which is actually Forest Hill. So these are, that's another good area.
Well, that concludes the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like. Lets me know people are enjoying the content that I'm putting out there. If you forgot at the beginning, subscribe to the channel and click that little bell. That way you're notified each and every time I do post new videos. And these videos are gonna be just what it's like to eat, sleep, play, live, everything right here in the Greater Toronto Area. Check out the rest of my channel with different videos covering Oshawa, Whitby, Ajax, Pickering, and Toronto. And other than that, if you know of anybody else looking to move out this way or to the GTA, you can let them know about the channel, the videos. You can reach out. I have people reaching out from all over the world, and I absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move here or away from here, you can call, text, email, send the carrier pigeon, whatever is easiest for you, and I'm here to make your move and relocation go so much easier. Thanks for watching, and until next time.